What is up? Welcome to part 4 of the walkthrough for Black Myth Wukong. I hope you're having a wonderful experience, as am I. We're going to fight a bunch of bosses, but first we need to fast travel back to the first area, Forest of Wolves, outside the forest shrine. Once you load in, make sure you're good and ready for this area. You don't want to miss out on stuff. Alright, we have a spark, so for now, we're pretty good on everything else, so we're just going to throw it in the smash stance right away. We will upgrade these individually. For now, what we're doing is building up focus, so we're taking out the enemies before we go and fight the boss. We got the one on the bridge here. And then you can see that our focus meter is already built up. So we're ready to go. Just take out this guy. And now you can see the bloody big head pathing towards you. We're going to wait until they are not pathing towards us. So just give it a sec. We're going to sneak out from the shadows here. Alright, first things first, we're going to do a charged heavy attack. The charged heavy attack is going to be the most important thing here. It is going to do the most damage. As usual, dodge either to the right or to the left. You'll notice a lot that I do fight my stamina bar all the way out. It's because you still do damage, you just don't do as much damage. Every once in a while it's good to back up and just let your stamina refill. That particular attack, you have to perfect dodge it, otherwise you will get hit. Just keep your wits about you, mind your health, you're going to be just fine. When you get the boss to about a little less than half, maybe about a third of his health left, you can go ahead and activate your transformation. That heavy attack. And then there we go. Now, once again, using light attacks to fill up the focus bar on the bottom right corner of the screen. And then we use the follow dodge with heavy attack prompt to do way more damage. I've seen so many players just use the heavy attack 3 times and it doesn't do nearly as much damage as making sure that you get that third prompt and following up. Alright, the Wandering White is down. And you're going to grab the spirit right here. Get the cat eye beads and the blood of the iron bull. We're going to equip the cat eye beads right now. For now, we're just going to be running back to the shrine and getting ready for the next area that we have to encounter a boss in. You always want to make sure that you rest whenever you go to a new area, upgrade what you need to upgrade, equip what you need to equip before you move on. Your leveling path is going to become way more important in a little while, so just for now, keep putting points into stamina, the left side of martial arts, and the rest of it as far as like smash stance would go. Now we're going to travel back to the Marsh of White Mist where we started from. This area here is pretty linear. You don't have to worry about missing anything. You're just going to be going straight forward down one path and then heading to the next area. Real quickly, make sure that you have everything that you need for the upcoming fight. If you need evil repelling medicament, make sure you get that. Very, very useful in increasing your defense. The anti-miasma powder if you encounter poison. Just to be safe, make sure that you have it. But we're going to start running down here. And then, I forgot about something. We're going to have a brief conversation about spirit skills. So we just picked up the Wandering White Spirit. And a spirit skill is something that you can use in battle. You just have to make sure your chi is full. Then you use R2, L2 to launch. And they can be cultivated, which is upgraded at the shrine. They also have secondary abilities, which is called equipped effects. You can see that the Wandering White considerably increases your defense just by having it equipped. So that is going to be a standard for you for this playthrough. In this menu here, go to Self-Advance, Cultivate Spirits, select your chosen spirit, and go ahead and upgrade that. The more you upgrade it, the more effective it is. So keep an eye on it. You got to be thorough. Check again, and then check again. We're going to head down the path here. Stop at Shen Monkey real quick. See if we have any upgrades or anything new in the store. Typically, if there is, there will be a red dot on the left side of whatever column. Alright, just drop down here and grab the snakehead mushroom. Head out this way to the right. And now, as you can see, you can tell this is definitely an area where there'd probably be something that happens here. And of course, there is definitely something that happens here. Make sure you're good and ready. Get that evil repelling medicament out. Watch a cutscene.
Hailed bird, what dimmed your shine? Past grip.
This boss's opening attack is going to be a lunge forward, so just make sure you're to the right or to the left. You'll notice him like jump up, and that's when you should get out of the way.
Is the hour, young one, in which you choose to stain my tranquil.
Time to fight the Chad Noble. Let's get this going. Alright, there's the lunge. Just once again, dodge to the right or to the left seems to be the most effective. He's going to crouch down here in a sec and do an AoE attack. Just make sure you get back from it. There's the crouch. There's the AoE. Now, for the first two phases of the fight, just make sure that you stay aggressive, dodge as much as possible, and kind of stick to like the same philosophy that Mike Tyson has when he fights. Take a couple of jabs in, then move around. A couple more jabs, move around. If you can do more than a couple of jabs, do that, but then move around. It's a very effective philosophy, I'm telling you. Also, be sure you are doing your charged heavy attacks. Those are so very, very important. You'll notice that for right now, we are saving our transformation. You'll find out why momentarily. As you can see, circling around and dodging to the right or to the left is very, very effective at getting away from enemy attacks. All right, congratulations. You made it through phase 1. All right, after this short little cutscene here, it's going to be time for phase 2. Oof, things are not looking good for the destined one here, folks. So we get out the transformation. Let's see if we can save it. Once again, make sure you are doing the light attack, filling up that focus bar on the bottom right. Then you do the follow dodge with heavy attack prompt that comes up when that focus bar is filled to do way more damage with your transformation. One of the most useful skills in the game, I promise you that. Okay, so we died. We died. It happens. We're not perfect. I'm leaving it in here. You get to see what happens now when you die if you haven't died already. So after the little brief tip screen here about the smash stance varied combo, you'll appear back at the last shrine that you were at. Go ahead, take a breather, collect yourself, and then get back on the path to destruction. We're going to go over the fight one more time, just to, be sure that you have these mechanics down, because there's a lot of people who seem to have a lot of trouble with this fight, which is completely okay, but I promise you that I am here to help. Once again, he's going to open with that jump and lunge attack. Just make sure you are off to the right or the left, and you'll avoid it. There it is. If he crouches down, he's going to do AoE. Get back. He's also going to do that and jump at you, swing around, just, again, dodge to the right or to the left. You'll miss perfect dodges. I promise you it's okay. Just keep at it. Don't beat yourself up for missing perfect dodges. Use the immobilize, build up the focus, get out a charged heavy attack. Or do it the other way around. Build up your focus, use immobilize, and then get out the charged heavy attack. I noticed quite a few players, their instinct is to dodge forward into the enemy or to dodge backward away from the enemy. I promise you that's not always the best tactic. As you can see right there. Alright, when he's talking like that, it's a good time to get in a couple of hits before you run away again. Another good tip that I want to share with you, and not standing in front of the boss. Make sure you're not standing in front of the boss when it's time to heal.
You have forced my hand.
You can skip this right after he says that. As soon as he says you have forced my hand, you should be able to just hold down X and get through it. Alright, lunge forward again. Stay aggressive, keep those dodges, get those heavy attacks in. A good time is when he's gonna lunge at you, he'll spin his spear real quick, and then he'll lunge at you. So right when he's done spinning the spear, just get out of the way. See? Okay, doing the light attacks, building up the focus meter, using the follow dodge with heavy attack. And this will be just about done here. Okay. Ooh, we have no heals left. Let's be careful. And that's it. The white Chad noble is down. Get a little cutscene here real quick.
No ill will, I bear. I'm merely my brother's eyes and ears. I feign my loyalty to guard this path on the bear's order. Your destiny's bleak and stark. In its grip, we share the mark. The Guanyin temple now lies in cinders, yet the elder soul endures. The root of greed fosters the stem of suffering.
Too much bonk. Got him speaking in riddles.
Better to forget the thing you truly seek. The three bells.
Alright, with the Jade Fang material. It's going to be an upgrade material for a weapon.
Do you too desire that which they ceaselessly hold dear?
That's going to be your forward progress. First, we have some business to take care of over here on the right.
The Black-winged Guire's return, yet no one is allowed to go near them.
You get out of this cave, there's going to be a few enemies right in front of you. They're not very difficult to deal with. However, if you're like me and you have no heals left, just be careful.
Stay sharp and keep your out.
Alright, with them taken out, you can go ahead and browse the area. There's just a couple of ingredients around. Nothing too pressing you need to be worried about. Alright, so just go up here, and then you're going to ring the bell, and then there's going to be a short cutscene. Sit back and just enjoy it. I'll be back with my smooth, scraggly, mid-aged voice here in just a moment. Alright, this place should look pretty familiar to you. Little life lesson about obsession right there. Welcome to the ancient Guanyin Temple. This is a secret area, one of many that I will drag you to. There isn't much to this area at all. All you really need to do is just kind of run up the stairs. Break stuff as you see fit, you know. It's fun. You're a gamer. That's why you break stuff that you can break in the game regardless of what it does for you. Open this chest up right here. This is the Guanyin prayer beads. It is an armor. It is better than what you have right now. Get some will and a stone spirit. Again, break all the pots. You do get will from them, even if it is like less than 10 every time. It still adds up. Open this up. More will and some yarn. Upgrade material for armor. Well, crafting material for armor. You'll remember this. This is where the chest was before we went and fought the big wolf. This is where the orb was. And then go ahead and rest. You could see that it's a secret area because it says secret ancient Guanyin temple. We have a new staff from the last fight, so we're going to craft that. There's also going to be some armor from the last fight as well. If you are running low on will, make sure that you have some to get at least one piece of this armor. Now, if you can only get one piece of armor, I suggest it to be a chest armor. It is the biggest piece that keeps you covered. That's my suggestion. You can do it however you want, but I would suggest to grab a chest piece if that's the only thing you can grab. Ideal, you want to grab everything, but sometimes you can't. Go ahead and equip the prayer beads, give you some more defense. Equip your medicines if you need to. Alright, make sure that all of your stuff is like filled, ready to go. You have everything that you need, medicines, any kind of upgrades that you need to do, make sure that you do them. The evil repelling metacamon is going to be something that's going to save you many, many times. I promise you that. Very, very useful buff to defense. So go ahead and open this door up. And we're going to have a little bit of a cutscene here.
Oh, thank me to God. Oh, finally then, the 3 bells sang. Disciples come, I hear travelers approaching my temple carrying new treasures. I cannot see you, but I recognize your odor. It cannot be you. You are back?
This fight is going to open up with a very, very devastating attack. The only thing that you need to do is target the boss and then run behind him immediately as soon as you get in here. So target and run back. And you avoid it. There you go. You're going to treat this fight exactly like the fight that you had in the beginning of this episode. It's very much the same fight. There's a couple of mechanics thrown in. It's not too difficult. Just get back from his attacks, his AoE attacks. And there you go. There's going to be a phrase where the fight changes. It's right here. These enemies become volatile and will explode next to you. All you need to do is just run in a circle. Now, this brings me to my next point. Footing. Make sure that you are in a spot that is not going to mess up your footing or cause you to get stuck in a corner. If that happens, you will most surely die. I promise you this. Once again, you appear back at the shrine that you were last at. Since the boss is already out, it's going to be the same thing. Use your medicine right now, and then run straight behind him. And treat this fight like the Wandering White fight. Same thing. The headbutt attack, when he's about halfway down, as long as you dodge out of the way, you should be able to get away from it. You'll see right here. There we go. Now, the mechanics of this fight is going to change here in just a second. As soon as he gets to about, like, half health, maybe a little more than that. Okay, so here it is. He's going to go in the air. You'll notice all the little low-level enemies have disappeared. What's going to happen now is they come back and they are walking towards the boss. They are meant to heal the boss. Make sure that that doesn't happen. Take out as many of these low-level enemies as you possibly can. And the little orbs that they are tossing out after you take them out, those are healing you and giving you focus. So make sure you take out many of them. It's best to make sure that the boss is in the middle of the arena when you do this, but sometimes you don't really have a choice because of this happening. He's right next to a spawn point, so he's going to get quite a bit of health. Just keep taking him out. Keep taking him out. Alright, and back to business. Same thing, immobilize. Get your attacks in, get your charged heavies in. Alright, he is going to make his followers volatile again. Just make sure you run out of the way, kind of in a circle. Alright, you're almost there. You're almost home free. I promise. But you're like, dude, the boss has tons of health. You got this. I promise you. Now, it's very important to use your immobilize and your charged heavies at appropriate times. You will find this. You will be able to fight many, many different bosses, which will give you lots of practice. So don't worry about, like, if you're bad at it now or not. Alright, then go back to taking them out. This will be over in no time. Keep your heels up. And then go in for the last kill. And there it is. Elder Jinchi is down. A little bit of a cutscene.
270 years spent. Cassius collected by the hundreds. Still one short without his. No, stop. Go. Leave it. Just leave it. Stop the fire.
All right, yes, very sad. Very sad. Let's get on our way here. Okay, you're back where you were when you first rang the bell. Go ahead and examine that. This is the fireproof mantle vessel.
Fireproof mantle.
It will be auto-equipped, so you don't have to worry about it right now.
How did it end up here?
This item is going to be very useful to finish out this particular chapter, so when it comes time to use it, I will explain exactly how and when to use it.
It's getting late. Let's hurry up the mountain.
We're getting to be about at that 30-minute mark, so we're just going to go into the next area where we need to approach our shrine, and then we're going to wrap it up there. I will see you very, very soon for part 5. Thank you so very much for watching. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. I hope you're having a great time with this game, as am I, and I hope you're learning some stuff. Or maybe I taught you something you didn't know. We'll see you in just a moment.